I'm sorry, y'all, but look at this death trap. I thought it was a good idea to wear it once I came out of the gym. Don't let that distract you. Anyways, today's topic, we're talking about throwing your spiritual or esoteric weight around. So, this is weight, W-E-I-G-H-T, LBS, whatever, and weight, W-A-I-T. So we're gonna break it down from the 3D physical plane perspective. So, when you're waiting on something, you are anticipating or expecting a desired result in a span of time for it to be birthed or to be brought to a death, but it comes to life for you. So you're waiting on a linear timeline, looking down the line, contrary to the bubble and time not being linear. Now, when you're waiting in the esoteric realm, this is the accumulation of a vast amount of energy that's perceived to be coming down slowly. So it appears to be moving slower and it's heavier. And this is, it trickles down. You get your signs and you get your angel numbers and things like that, a small increment and piece at a time. So, throwing your spiritual weight around your accumulation of energy, you have people anticipating certain energies more than others. And so that becomes a desire, an intention, an addiction, whatever. So you being the higher spiritual vessel, people are waiting on these drops or upload downloads. And so when you presented it to your crowd, your immediate crowd in the universe, and the winds and the elements that be carry these energies along down the, if you want to call it a track or things like that. So it is your responsibility when you're throwing your spiritual weight around to pick that fucking weight back up, because you're gonna have misrepresentations of your weight being anchored in a position that you wanted it to be in, and it's your duty and obligation to go back and enhance or situate or build upon or build around, aka Capricorn season energies, dominant earth elements. So that's your responsibility when you're throwing these weights around, because those people that take that energy signature or the intellectual body and misconstrue it, yeah, everyone has their spiritual path. I'm not saying be no dharma freaking exploiting freaking micromanager, no. But I'm saying when you know that you are expanding for the sake of expanding, or you're utilizing some certain spiritual gods or deities that you have a soul contract to, y'all not really like cool with each other like that, but for the sake of the collective, getting that message out and around to the universe and the people establishing it, that you're gonna be anchoring that energy down, and you're throwing your spiritual weight around, and you're throwing your spiritual weight, W-A-I-T, around. So like you might keep moving timelines, prolonging a message, putting it off, postponing, waiting for the right increment in time. Damn, some beats of sweat. I'm telling you, I shouldn't have done that. I'm about to be using this to wipe my back off in a second. But no, for real though. So that's the W-A-I-T, waiting, versus the W-E-I-G-H-T, throwing your weight around, right? And tossing the, timeline around, jumping in and out of your own timelines, of your own procrastination. So you falling behind. So now you're trying to play catch up, and you're trying to put people on your type of time, i.e. stop time, pause time, make people pay attention to the things that you want them to pay attention to. Not even know you're marketing yourself. You're really just being like a dictator, or like panhandling or pandering to get those eyes back on you, aka you're leading people to be lost on type energy, on your type of time. So it's your duty, your responsibility, and taking accountability of knowing, like Cat Williams said, not punching outside of your weight class. You're not taking your small increments of accumulation of you not waiting, W-A-I-T, long enough for it to get its weight up, W-E-I-G-H-T, and it's not even that, it's getting its weight up. The weight is coming down or is contracting in. So even that, you're looking up at something for it to come down. Really, it's a contraction of energies that have been expanded coming together. And once you are contracting, you're pulling in everything in between that you have manifested. And so if you're rushing that process, you're not sifting through any of the energies that are participating. You're just down here waiting, W-A-I-T-H-D, for something to come down. And so during that waiting period, you in your space are supposed to be accumulating patience and virtue and other enhancements to attach to that energy. So that way, when you are that's how you wait the right way. Not necessarily anything like, perspective. What's beneficial to you and others in your surrounding environments. And doing that God's way, waiting in God's way, being patient, having virtue, inspiring other people to have patience with you. Not having patience for you, but it looks like you're scrambling. Or they're utilizing patience and encouraging you to be patient on something so it's appearing that they want it more than you actually want it. Is what it's starting to look like it'll come down to, because that's showing the patience for you. So just have some patience, chill out, be aware of what you're throwing your weight around, because you're not just throwing it up and people are looking at it being high in the sky, and then when it comes back down, nobody's not looking at it. People are seeing it, because when it comes back down and out, it's your shadow. Then you see your shadow, then you try to tuck away your shadow and make it an actual shadow. But other people may have seen something different, or you putting away your shadow looks like a shadow to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not utilizing the full circumference. Your circumstantial compass, right? Because in my experiences, like being in the military, you can throw your weight around so much, people start drinking your energy, then you don't know where to pinpoint that energy signature. And then you are being forced to wait. You're being summoned to the front line, not utilizing your 360 parameter. You're looking at someone in front of you that has the capacity for weight they put everybody else on hold, make everybody else wait for you. And those people might actually be utilizing their circumferences for time. But you're in front of this man that has summoned you beyond, way past your energy. You passed the energy that you were waiting on to understand where it was coming and going from. You passed that, you're like, oh, you can't even, you're passing it, you can't even stop and adjust it before you get to this entity, this body. Because you were looking at it linear and not from a circumference. And you were throwing your weight around versus waiting around. And that's collective, that's mass punishment energy right there. You see that within our government and the political parties and things of that nature. And that concept of throwing your weight around. Like, imagine that. You got your weight. You're not even throwing it forward. You're not even throwing it up. You look like you're throwing it up. You think you're throwing it up. But everything is in reverse. Everything's reversed in that realm. So you think you're throwing it up, but but you're throwing it up into the circumference. So it's going up and it's falling to the left. You're throwing it forward and it's circling around. And you're throwing it around. So that's that energy signature right there. I'm just trying to keep these videos, you know what I'm saying, add more link to them, so I'm not cutting it off too early, because I'm in competition with, you know what I'm saying, Soul Fam, you know what I'm saying, pushing out this long-term content, you know what I'm saying, just collectively relate. I don't know, I'm gonna edit that out.